Welcome to www.thelifeinuktest.co.uk, your trusted resource for life in the UK test preparation. In this video, we will present 24 unique questions drawn directly from the official guide, Life in the United Kingdom, a guide for new residents 3rd edition. Each question in this practice test comes with a detailed explanation to enhance your understanding. Please watch the video continuously for the best learning experience. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe to our channel. Let's get started. Question 1. Is it a serious criminal offence to drive without insurance? Option A, yes. Option B, no. Option C, unsure. Option D, sometimes. The correct answer is yes. For explanation, you must also have valid motor insurance. It is a serious criminal offence to drive without insurance. Question 2. Which of the following accurately reflects the fundamental principles of responsibilities and freedoms shared by all residents living in the UK and expected to be respected? Option A. The rights and freedoms of residents are not protected by law. Option B. Residents are not expected to respect the responsibilities and freedoms of others. Option C. The fundamental principles of responsibilities and freedoms are not applicable to residents in the UK. Option D. All residents are expected to respect the fundamental principles of responsibilities and freedoms. The correct answer is all residents are expected to respect the fundamental principles of responsibilities and freedoms. For explanation, the fundamental principles of responsibilities and freedoms are shared by all residents living in the UK and are expected to be respected. These principles form the basis of a harmonious and inclusive society, where individuals have rights and freedoms but also bear responsibilities towards each other and the community as a whole. By respecting these principles, residents contribute to the well-being and cohesion of the UK. It is essential for a thriving and inclusive society that all residents uphold and respect these fundamental principles. Question 3. During the Bronze Age, the people were skilled metalworkers who created intricate objects in which metals? Option A, bronze and silver. Option B, iron and gold. Option C, bronze and gold. Option D, copper and platinum. The correct answer is bronze and gold. In explanation, the people of the Bronze Age were accomplished metalworkers who made many beautiful objects in bronze and gold. Question 4. In which centuries did the first Christian communities start emerging in Britain? Option A, 1st and 2nd centuries AD. Option B, 5th and 6th centuries AD. Option C, 3rd and 4th centuries AD. Option D, 7th and 8th centuries AD. The correct answer is 3rd and 4th centuries AD. Explanation. The first Christian communities began to appear in Britain during the 3rd and 4th centuries AD, making this a significant period for the spread of Christianity in the region. Question 5. What was the last successful foreign invasion of England? Option A, the Roman conquest. Option B, the Viking conquest. Option C, the Norman conquest. Option D, the Spanish Armada. The correct answer is the Norman conquest. Destination. The Norman conquest was the last successful foreign invasion of England and led to many changes in government and social structures in England. Question 6. The King's Council of Advisors included which of the following? Option A, important noblemen. Option B, leaders of the church. Option C, both A and B. Option D, neither A nor B. The correct answer is both A and B. In the Middle Ages, Parliament began to develop into the institution it is today. Its origins can be traced to the King's Council of Advisors, which included important noblemen and the leaders of the church. Question 7. What is the significance of the Canterbury Tales in literature and history? Option A. It was the first book ever written in English. Option B. It is a collection of stories from ancient Greece. C is option C. It was one of the first books to be printed in England and is still popular today. Option D. It is a religious text about the journey to the Holy Land. The correct answer is, it was one of the first books to be printed in England and is still popular today. Explanation. The Canterbury Tales was one of the first books to be printed by William Caxton, the first person in England to print books using a printing press. Many of the stories are still popular. Some have been made into plays and television programmes. Question 8. Who was the wife of Henry VIII who gave birth to his long-awaited son Edward? Option Anne Boleyn. Option B. Catherine of Aragon. Option C. Jane Seymour. Option D. Catherine Howard. The correct answer is Jane Seymour. Explanation. Jane Seymour and Henry married Jane after Anne's execution. She gave Henry the son he wanted, Edward, but she died shortly after the birth. Question 9. Who was Elizabeth I's heir? Option A. James VI of Scotland. Option B. Mary, Queen of Scots. Option C. Elizabeth II. Option D. Charles I. The correct answer is James VI of Scotland. See an explanation. James VI of Scotland was Elizabeth I's cousin and heir. He became King James I of England, Wales, and Ireland when she died in 1603. Question 10. What were the effects of the restoration of Charles II in England in 1660? Option A. The monarchy was restored, and the Church of England became the established official church. Option B. Roman Catholics and Puritans were given equal rights to Anglicans. Option C. Both Roman Catholics and Puritans were kept out of power. Option D. Both A and C are correct. The correct answer is both AC are correct. In May 1660, Parliament invited Charles II to come back from exile in the Netherlands. He was crowned King Charles II of England, Wales, Scotland, and Ireland. Charles II made it clear that he had no wish to go on his travels again. He understood that he could not always do as he wished but would sometimes need to reach agreement with Parliament. Generally, Parliament supported his policies. The Church of England again became the established official church. Both Roman Catholics and Puritans were kept out of power. Question 11. Who held more importance than the monarch in the political landscape after William III, marking a shift away from an absolute monarchy? Option A. The landed gentry. Option B. The religious leaders. Option C. The military generals. Option D. The ministers. The correct answer is the ministers. Explanation. After William III, ministers gradually became more important than the monarch, signalling a shift away from absolute monarchy and towards a more parliamentary system of government. Question 12. Which country frequently clashed with Britain in overseas trading and expansion, especially in the same regions? Option A. Spain. Option B. America. Option C. France. Option D. China. The correct answer is France. Explanation. Britain frequently came into conflict with France during its overseas trading and settlement efforts, particularly in areas where both nations were expanding and trading, leading to various conflicts and rivalries in different parts of the world. Question 13. During the Victorian Empire, what significant infrastructure development projects contributed to the period's progress and growth? Option A. Expansion of telegraph networks. Option B. Construction of canals. Option C. Building of railways and bridges. Option D. Development of early aviation technology. The correct answer is building of railways and bridges. Nation. Railways were built throughout the Victorian Empire. There were also great advances in other areas, such as the building of bridges by engineers such as Isambard Kingdom Brunel. Question 14. During the early 20th century, which combination of factors significantly contributed to Britain's status as a global superpower? Option A. Expansive empire. Option B. Well-admired navy. Option C. Thriving industry. Option D. All of the above. The correct answer is all of the above. Explanation. The early 20th century was a time of optimism in Britain. The nation, with its expansive empire, well-admired navy, thriving industry and strong political institutions, was what is now known as a global superpower. Question 15. Who discovered penicillin in 1928, which is still used to treat bacterial infections today? Option Albert Einstein. Option B. Alexander Fleming. Option C. Marie Curie. Option D. Louis Pasteur. The correct answer is Alexander Fleming. Explanation. Alexander Fleming was researching influenza, the flu, in 1928 when he discovered penicillin. Fleming won the Nobel Prize in Medicine in 1945. Penicillin is still used to treat bacterial infections today. Question 16. What is the name of the British inventor who invented the hovercraft in the 1950s? Option A. Christopher Cockerell. Option B. Frank Whittle. Option C. Alan Turing. Option D. Alec Isagones. The correct answer is Christopher Cockerell. Explanation. Sir Christopher Cockerell, 1999, a British inventor, invented the hovercraft in the 1950s. Question 17. What is the language that is spoken by many people in Wales, is a completely different language from English, and is taught in schools and universities? Option A. Scottish Gaelic. Option B. Welsh. Option C. Irish Gaelic. Option D. Cornish. The correct answer is Welsh. Explanation. In Wales, many people speak Welsh, a completely different language from English, and it is taught in schools and universities. Question 18. Which of the following is a Christian holiday celebrated on the Monday following Easter Sunday? Option A. Ascension Day. Option B. Good Friday. Option C. Holy Saturday. Option D. Easter Monday. The correct answer is Easter Monday. Explanation. Both Good Friday and the following Monday, called Easter Monday, are public holidays. Question 19. Who was the first man to run a mile in under 4 minutes? Option A. Sir Roger Bannister. Option B. John Landy. Option C. Gunder Hag. Option D. Emil Zatopek. The correct answer is Sir Roger Bannister. Explanation. Sir Roger Bannister was the first man in the world to run a mile in under 4 minutes in 1954. Question 20. Where is the Formula 1 British Grand Prix event held annually? Option A. United States. Option B. Italy. Option C. United Kingdom. Option D. Australia. The correct answer is United Kingdom. Explanation. The Formula 1 British Grand Prix event is held annually in the United Kingdom. Question 21. Whose detective stories are read all over the world? Option A. Arthur Conan Doyle. Option B. Agatha Christie. Option C. Dashiell Hammett. Option D. Raymond Chandler. The correct answer is Agatha Christie. Explanation. Agatha Christie's detective stories are read all over the world. Question 22. Which of the following statements is true about a 16-year-old drinking alcohol in the UK? Option A. They can drink beer or wine with a meal in a hotel or restaurant, including eating areas in pubs, as long as they are with someone over 18. Option B. They can buy alcohol at any store as long as they have their ID. Option C. They can drink alcohol in public as long as they are with someone over 18. Option D. They cannot drink alcohol until they are 18 years old. The correct answer is they can drink beer or wine with a meal in a hotel or restaurant, including eating areas in pubs, as long as they are with someone over 18. Destination: to buy alcohol in a pub or nightclub, you must be 18 or over. But people under that age may be allowed in some pubs with an adult. When they are 16, people can drink wine or beer with a meal in a hotel or restaurant, including eating areas in pubs, as long as they are with someone over 18. Question 23. How is a Member of Parliament (EP) elected in a general election in the UK? Option A. Voters in each constituency elect their MP in a general election. Option B. The Prime Minister is elected by the House of Commons. Option C. The Queen appoints the Prime Minister. Option D. The House of Lords elects the Prime Minister. The correct answer is voters in each constituency elect their MP in a general election. Explanation: the UK is divided into parliamentary constituencies. Voters in each constituency elect their Member of Parliament in a general election. Question 24. Which of the following is not a reason why the Prime Minister of UK can be changed? Option A. The MPs in the governing party decide to do so. Option B. The Prime Minister wishes to resign. Option C. If his or her party loses a general election. Option D. The President loses confidence in the Prime Minister. The correct answer is the President loses confidence in the Prime Minister. Explanation: the Prime Minister can be changed if the MPs in the governing party decide to do so, if the Prime Minister wishes to resign, or if their party loses a general election. The UK does not have a president, so this option is incorrect. Thanks for watching. We hope you answered all the questions correctly and this practice test helped you prepare for your life in the UK test. Remember to check out www.thelifeinuktest.co.uk for more free resources and practice tests. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more helpful content. Good luck on your journey to life in the UK test.